Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Derp Your Hooves. So, today we're going to be testing the firefighting capability of the MH-60. Now, it does come with a mission hub, and it comes with all this cool stuff that you can pay a little extra for. But, it does come with this Bambi bucket. Turns out you don't need the mission hub to use the Bambi bucket, which is great. They have other missions they can give you in the mission hub. I haven't purchased it. But what I do have is I purchased for 2020, I purchased a firefighting pack. And it basically spawns the live fires. And I'll put the name of it in the description. You can get it on Sim Market. It's really cheap. It's like 12 pounds. I forget what that translates in the US dollars. And if you've had it in 2020, you can get it. They give you a free upgrade in 2024. And I just found that out. So we're going to go ahead and test this because right now there's some Napa Valley fires in California. And, well, I think I've said this once before. If you've seen some of my previous videos, you know that I did it. I did some firefighting with this in 2020 and the CH-47. And now we're going to do it in the MH-60. And so I've set up keybinds and everything. And all the keybinds are in the user manual for the MH-60 for you to set up the features. And we do have to hook up to the Bambi bucket. I didn't show you how to do that. Yeah, I'm just trying to save you some time on the video. But this is spawning live fires that they have linked to their database. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to do some fire drops. And you may hear my co-pilot or the load master. It's part of the feature for picking things up, and it's really easy. You just kind of go to load and you select the Bambi bucket, and then you activate the hoist, and she guides you in to go ahead and get the Bambi bucket. So once you have it, you want to slow down a little bit and drop your altitude over a body of water when you're getting close to the fire, and hover, and you're gonna have to set keybinds to drop the water. So, and I will let you know, just in case you're like, well, Pony, I don't know how to do this. Well, it's really easy to get the bucket, set it up, and pick it up. It's even easier than it is in the CH-47 to do the Bambi bucket pickup. And I have noticed in this, at least when I was carrying pallets, that if you go too fast, you lose your pallets. So that could happen with the Bambi bucket, so we're going to keep the speed down, not firewall it. And she just says about 50 feet to drop it in the water. Now the great thing about the MH-60 is that you can auto hover. So I don't have to do this manually, but I'm going to do it manually anyways, just for the fun of it. Because this MH-60 this is how you stick your hoof in your mouth, Pony. But the MH-60 is really easy to fly. I mean, I'm telling you, it's so easy to fly. So we're at 900 feet. I don't even know if the bucket's in the water. Let's take a look. It's right on the surface. So let's bring her down gently. Watch our vertical speed. Bucket's in the water. Let's pull up. And she's full of water. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to proceed to the fire. Now, this firefighting add-on, it is an add-on, and if you can find the maps, and you can use different databases to find the maps for whatever fire is around you. You gotta forgive me, it has to load a little bit. I got something going on in the background. So it gives you your current position, and it gives you the fire. So let's do current position, and we are here. And the fire is... fire's a little bit up and to the left. So I'm going to leave the map up. And I'm cheating. I'm sorry, but I'm cheating because I used a little nav map earlier to go ahead and do this. So I know exactly where the fire is at. Because I put a mark on the map for the fire. So let's get up over the mountains. And let's do it carefully. And you can see all the smoke. And that's what I was saying, is you can use the... that's what it's called. The program's called Aero Fire Global. And you can use their map to locate the fires that they have in their database, because it turns out, as I was looking on the CAL FIRE map for what I'm looking for these Napa Valley fires, well, I guess they're not totally in sync with the live fires that Aero Fire Global has, but close enough. So we're just going to come in and we're going to keep our knots down, keep our speed down, because I don't want to lose that Bambi bucket. Which means I don't want to hit, say, the tops of mountain peaks.
Load unstable. Reduce speed.
See? So she talks to you. So 150 knots is too much for the Bambi bucket. You will lose it. So let's try and keep our airspeed down, and you can see the fires are up ahead. And it's raining to top it off. So you figure the rain, you figure God would help us out a little bit here with the rain, but we are in a digital world, so... you know, but it is raining too. And I'm not going to use my wipers, sorry, Avery Pony. But I am going to take her slow. And we're getting closer and closer. And we're kind of trying to watch our speed and our altitude. So this is not terribly easy to do. And it actually looks like this is a different fire from the one from yesterday. So speed's climbing up there, Pony. And there's our fires. And so you can see the orange dot is where the fires are on the Aero Fire Global map. We could nose up a little bit. So I'm going to close the Aero Fire Global map because I don't really need it, because I can see the smoke from the fires up ahead. And we're going to dump. Now again, I have key bindings for everything. Let's just throw on the forward-looking infrared to throw it on. Alright, so it's not going to show up the... it's not going to show me the fires in the forward-looking infrared. I already know that. And I just want to creep in here, and I want to zoom out and get my camera position so we can see how accurate or inaccurate I am in dropping water on this fire. It's probably going to be pretty inaccurate. And it's going to be wash, rinse, repeat. Now, I've never put out a fire in this. I mean, I think it just kind of spawns the fire for you, and lets you go ahead and dump water on it, so you actually have some kind of object to, you know, do that with. And you can make as many passes as you like, because the fire's going to be there until they take it out of the database, or until you know, uncheck spawn live fires. So they're up ahead, watching our speed. Watching the tops of those hills, mountains over there. And we're just going to come up on it. And again, airspeed. So the nose of the helicopter's down. When the nose of the helicopter's down, the airspeed increases. When the nose comes up, the airspeed decreases. Simple, because it's your vertical speed. So I'm looking, I still see the smoke up ahead. We're going to come up on these fires here. And yeah, it looks like overnight that it updated itself. So I guess our brave men and women firefighters out there have been putting out these fires. No, still there. I just saw the marker on my little nav map window. So this is where little nav map can become your friend, because once I found these fires, and I'll tell you, it wasn't easy to find them, because, like I said, according to the news and the fire maps and the California Fire, Cal Fire fire maps, you know, it was showing these, but it wasn't showing some of the other fires that are going. So I'm like, well, I want to do a live fire. And apparently it says you can spawn a fire with this. Like if you're like, hey, I want a firefight, but there's no live fires. And you can do it, and it'll generate it. And I've done it before, but actually doing the real live fires is a little more fun. And there's a whole lot of fire coming up. You can see that. I guess our Rain-X is doing the trick here. Again, we're just watching our airspeed, our vertical speed, everything. As we come in, you might say, well, Pony, what fire would you like to put out? And, well, I'm not sure, because the water's all the way back that way for when I dump the load. There's a river down there, and there's a river I can go back to. And, well, right now there's 2 directly in front of us and a few over the hill. And so you gotta pick one. And you might be, if you like to do firefighting in the sim, you might be one of the ones that wants to use, you know, like a fixed wing aircraft. And those are fun too. Those are real hard to hit the target with. Oh, too much airspeed, Pony. Too much airspeed, Pony. She's going to say load unstable. And 100 knots is just too much to be approaching it with anyways. And originally I was going to do this in the Huey. But see, that'll drop your airspeed. Just pick the nose up. I was going to do it in the Huey. Let's see if we can't maybe hit this one on the side of the road. But the Huey has its own challenges. Great aircraft, even in 2024, but definitely level of realism on that I'm not quite ready for. See, there's the other one, Pony. It's right there. There's a fire right there. You could just take that one. You don't have to put such a stress on the helicopter. Well, I want to see if I can't kind of hit this one. So let's come in. And this is fun on the CH-47 too, by the way. That's another helicopter you can use to do firefighting in the sim. Oh, it's right by an electrical tower. Oh, that's nice. You picked a hard one, Pony. Okay, so we're at about 25 knots. That's like about taxi speed. And there's our big scary fire. And we're just going to gently come up. Slowly, so I don't want to plow into the mountain. And let's have a look. See. Slower. Slower. We're almost there. And get ready. Get ready. And drop, Pony. Oh, you missed. Yep, you missed. You got the side of the mountain. See? Did it actually put the fire out? No way. Well, I guess we got that one. That's interesting. Where'd all the fires go? I guess I got that one. So, that's pretty cool, because in 2020 it wouldn't put them out, even if I hit them. But I guess in 2024 it will, so that's pretty cool. We both just learned something today. But let's get a little farther away, because the sim likes to do that with airplanes that it spawns in. No, looks like it's still right there. Let's just scootaloo away from it. And see if we actually hit it. Or this was one of those, you got too close to the animated object and the sim wiped it out. Yeah, it looks like it's still there. Now, you didn't think one little Bambi bucket of water was going to put it out, did you? So there should be two. I'm still seeing two. So, I mean, that was kind of cool. It showed us two for a second there. And I still have the Bambi bucket, and I can go back and I can do more fire drops. But, so, that's basically the Aero Fire... The Aero Fire Global add-on. And it works in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Again, I said it's like, get it on Sim Market. It's 12 British pounds, whatever that translates into your currency. It wasn't much for me. And like I said, if you bought it already in 2020, there's all these fires to put out. If you already bought it in 2020 and you have it and you've used it, free upgrade right now for people who had it before. So, gives you something to do in the sim if you want to be courageous firefighter pilot. And want to be not a smoke jumper. I don't know the technical name for aerial firefighters. But that's it. So you basically just have to bind the water drop feature. And you can find that on Miltech's website. They have all of the key bindings that you can set your sim up to. And you can go crazy and sit here all day if you want, instead of doing things that you probably should be doing otherwise. But maybe it's just your free time. It's your flight sim time. And you can fight fires to your heart's content in the sim. Kind of cool. Just thought I'd share this with you guys. Just thought I'd put out, show you on one fire. And so there we go. Now, I wanted to say, as always, to everyone and every pony, subscribers, you make this channel happen, and Derp Your Hooves would not be happening without you. So, always feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Derp Your Hooves. And if you don't like what you saw, well, I'm not going to make you subscribe to Derp Your Hooves. It's a free country, at least the one I live in. So, as always, to everyone and every pony, thanks for watching Derp Your Hooves, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the skies.